Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angryprepper. Today's video, we're going to talk about how what we're seeing is very suspicious. Now, guys, I have to ask this question, and I want you to answer this in the comment section below. Do you think all of these diseases and viruses that are suddenly popping up are being released on purpose, or is this a natural occurrence? Please answer in the in the comment section below. Anyway, interestingly enough, guys, there are a lot of things, diseases, viruses popping up out of nowhere. A lot of these issues, guys, are happening really fast and, again, out of left field. There is a fungal infection that's like a ringworm that's infecting, of course, gay men here in New York City. Now, they've seen it in India, if I'm not mistaken, but now they're seeing it here, and it's only amongst, as the news put it, men who have sex with men. Whatever, that's gay. You have other viruses, guys, that are popping up all over the world that are now being seen here. You had that little rash of leprosy popping up. You have the feather fever popping up, bird flu popping up here. Not as much, though. We only had 3 cases here, and then the one in Mexico of the guy that just passed away. We have a lot of other reports of diseases starting in various places in the world, but here in the United States, these third world nation problems are popping up. Now, we can all say that it's obviously because of the open borders, which I will agree. But, again, there are other diseases popping up that are not coming from them, that are just happen to pop up here in this country. Now, obviously, the ringworm one, that was obviously from a guy playing around overseas, came back here and started spreading it. Now, I think only 7 people have been infected, but still, look at the other places in the world of other things that are popping up on other sides of the world. Now, there are too many to name. My point, guys, is there's something very suspicious about this, and this all started happening after Mr. 19 introduced itself to the world. Because before that, a lot of us who did follow the CDC and the WHO and a lot of just typing in, viruses for today kind of deal, you didn't see many. But now after the whole Mr. 19 event, you're seeing shit all over the place. They had some crazy shit in Japan right now where they're like, oh, you got to wash your hand. There was something in the International Space Station, some kind of bacteria they found there, that it's ready to mature, or some craziness about it, that if it gets out or away from them, it could spread and hit the population. Again, I've never seen and especially the International Space Station, like, how did that happen? Now, granted, bacteria can build up there because there's still moisture in the space station. It's not dry, it's not a dry area, but still, they're very careful about stuff like that. Then you're having animals get sick. You had salmon in Australia coming down with the zombie virus, or zombie-esque virus. You had wolves that was sick a couple years ago, rabbits about 2 years ago that were also getting sick from some rabbit hemorrhagic fever. All of these things are attacking everything at once. We've never seen anything like this before. I don't recall seeing this many animals being sick. I do not recall this many people coming up with mysterious diseases. They have mysterious diseases that they don't even know what it is in people. And again, all of this occurring after Mr. 19. And again, it's all over the world. So it's not just like, again, if it was just border-related shit, you can absolutely, some of that is to blame. The whole border being wide open is definitely to blame. But what about the rest of the world? What about the animals? Something is going on and nobody wants to address it, but yet when people like myself question it, we're crazy. And I'm just questioning the fact that all of these things are popping up all of a sudden and nobody else is questioning the timing of all of these things popping up at the same time or within a month apart from each other, depends on how you look at it. There's definitely something about the human race wanting to be abolished, or people wanting to abolish the human race. Sorry. There's definitely something behind it. Not to mention, bad enough, we have to deal with ailments of people that are getting sick because of the arm ticket. There is a plethora of people now getting sick, and we didn't even hit the 5-year mark yet. Can't wait to hit the 5-year and the 10-year mark, because that's going to be bad. I think people have a ticking time bomb, and they don't realize that. There is something definitely going on, but when we, again, question it, we're psych patients, we're crazy, we're stupid. You read too much comic books and sci-fi movies. Okay? All right, I'm just asking a question. But still, we definitely have to be aware of this, because undoubtedly, guys, whatever they release and how many other things they release, we're going to get sick from something if we're not careful. If we're careful, we'll be fine. But if we're not careful and we're cavalier, we're going to catch something. Because a lot of this it makes sense. It's a little too deep for me to dive into in this video. But it does make sense. I just want to know if anybody else is noticing the same thing, or it's just me. Answer that in the comment section below. Other than that, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Prepper channel.